never recorded before, ever.
Yeah.
This is the first time ever recording.
So, yes, Lights and Sirens Podcast, episode 1. I'm Preston.
Well, intro, right?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
And you're Anders.
Hi, I'm Anders.
And you are Anders.
I am Anders.
Yeah, like we said, well, we didn't say because we had to restart this. We recorded 3 hours of podcasts and
We did.
undid them because they were pretty obscene.
They were.
And most certainly would have been taken down.
They were boring too.
Yes. I was talking like I did a bunch of Xanax before the episodes. So I'm gonna put on my happy face.
Ha!
I got an extra pack of Zen in, so
Yeah, apparently you're supposed to make faces like you're saying oh man, I can't remember my letters. What are the vowels? You go like
A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U. It makes you look happy.
Is that what you say that's the face you give to patients too, to let them know that you're listening?
No, I just try and keep it straight faced.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't talk.
Yeah, I've noticed. I just don't touch the patients. I wait for the firefighters to do everything because they're all ALS.
Dude, they're so smart.
They are.
Shout out ALS firefighters.
Yeah, love you guys.
I do.
They do all the work. They're so much stronger than I am too because they like work out and don't sit in a recliner for 48 hours.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm not gonna do that shit.
Anyways, so first episode, the real first episode,
Yes.
that we're actually going to put up this time.
Are we?
I think so.
I don't know. You're still gonna have to look through it, and
Yeah, there's still a chance.
we could talk about some stuff that makes it.
I feel like we will. We'll get there.
I like your confidence.
Yeah.
I don't have high hopes in us either.
Yeah. Well, we're going to give ourselves, the last time was a trial run, and then we're going to just lean in on this one, and this is it.
Okay.
And if it sounds exactly the same and we say the exact same dumb shit, then
Fuck it. That's what the podcast is.
that's what
right
it
here.
is.
Yeah. We can post it on Spotify. They don't care.
on Rumble and Truth Social.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. No.
Make podcasts great again.
I don't like it.
Yay.
Oh, wow. We are right back into it.
Back into
We
it.
should have just released the first episode.
Yeah, we'll go back. Anyways,
Whatever.
so first episode, we talked about this for probably a year.
Has it been a year already?
We've been talking about it for over a year for sure.
This bad boy's been gestating. It's in its third trimester.
It's been born.
Yeah. Crowning.
Yep. So, concept being, we have a bunch of hilarious stories that are fiction for sure. And we also have a website, like a little page set up for people, and we've had a bunch of first responders from a bunch of states submit all of their funny stories of doing 911 calls, and we're going to share some of those, and then we encourage anyone who listens, if you have a funny story, go on our social, our Instagram and stuff. You can click it, and then there's like a link to like submitting whatever shit.
Yeah, we need to definitely get some stories from people that aren't in the field. They can give us a perspective from the outside in.
Oh, yeah.
That would be great.
Not first responders.
Yeah, I'd love those stories.
Watching people be like, what's happening?
Yeah. The fuck is going on?
Yeah, every story is, I was driving by on the freeway and I slowed down to 20 miles an hour and went like this. And then I drove by.
Yeah. Well, fuck them. They're okay.
Yeah.
That's what I pay my taxes for.
They are fine.
They are fine.
Well,
not always.
Except for that one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
he was
wasn't
definitely
fine.
not fine.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going right back into it. Okay. Yeah. So we were kind of talking about intro episode. So I've been a medic since, I got my EMT in 2011 in Florida, Pinellas County.
Yeah.
And then got my medic year. I went straight from EMT to medic school.
You dumbass.
The dumbest fucking thing you can do.
Stupid.
Don't do that.
Dumb.
you're committing, well, one, you don't know anything, and two, you're committing 2 years to a career that you don't know that you're going to like or be good at. Go work a year at least being a basic.
At a busy service too.
Yeah, get your teeth kicked in.
Yeah, see what it's going to be like when you get fired from your cushy job for making a podcast. Luckily, we've both already been there.
Yeah.
I got my EMT in 2013. EMT IV before it was a nation standard, or like the advanced EMT.
Correct.
And got my paramedic in 2018. The same year I came to the better employer.
Yes.
I had the mutual separation with the old employer. We both simultaneously agreed that it would be better for us both if I didn't work there.
It was a Mexican standoff, and you're like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
It was good.
Yeah. And then I went from Pinellas County to shout out Sunstar, and then went to Detroit metro area.
Oh.
And then I worked mostly in like really, really nice parts, and then I'd work overtime and pick up shifts working in Detroit for a private service up there, since we would help basically DEMS like answer calls that they couldn't get to, basically.
Okay.
Or if we were closer, we'd jump them and they'd be like, "Get the fuck out. This is a phone call." I'm like, "No, I'm right here."
No, yeah,
Suck my
we've
dick.
already made it. Too bad.
Yeah.
Did you ever work with Nicolas Cage?
I did not work with Nicolas Cage.
Okay. That's unfortunate. That would have been pretty cool.
I am Ving Rhames.
You're a Ving Rhames?
I am.
You got your gin in your sterile water bottle?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's been fun everywhere.
Yeah.
Watching the most insane things happen. And we are here to share some of these fun, insane things with you guys.
Look, everyone I tell about this, they're like, I want the crazy stories. I want the smoke. And I tell them, they're like, a lot of the stories are really, really sad.
Yes, there's a lot of, okay. It's all sad, everyone. Everything is sad.
Yes.
Like, we're sad for everyone. Like, we're not here to make fun of anyone. Like, there's people that call 911. Oh, okay. You run mostly a lot of times, depending on where you're at. Oh, I fell and I hurt.
Yep.
All right, cool.
I've been sitting for too long and my legs are weak.
Yep. Yeah.
My feet went numb while taking a dump and playing on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's also the occasional time where people do dumb shit.
Yeah.
And that's the fun stuff where you're like, like, how did you do that? Oh, and why did you do that?
Well, because it was fun and dumb.
It's fun and dumb.
And I have first responders that can come and get this thing out of my butt or grab my hand because it got severed by something.
Yep. I dropped something in a meat grinder. I'll go reach for it.
Oh, oh yeah.
That's all those things. We're going to be sharing all the fun stories. So
heavy machinery.
Yeah.
That does it.
Heavy machinery. We can do like the intro song, be like heavy metal.
Oh, we could.
Do that.
Yeah.
Good band name.
I've been listening to Baby Metal. Are you familiar with them? It's a Japanese heavy metal group, and the singers are a bunch of young girls, and it's pretty cool.
Dude, they probably shred.
They do. It's badass.
Yeah.
I showed Amy, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I remember when they were super popular." But I don't listen to music.
Yeah.
I listen to the same song over and over again for like the past 15 years.
Hanson.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you know?
Cool. So what crazy idea got you into EMS?
The crazy idea was that I could make a living going to college, and I decided that dropping out of community college, because that was too difficult when I was high all the time. And then I transitioned into EMS. I went to school. I went to school for 9 months. That's it.
I like how EMS, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
EMS is the catch-all for college dropouts.
Yeah, it's easy. 9 months and you got a job.
It's a super easy thing. It's a good and bad thing.
Because
I was super close to to college dropout, and I'm like, whatever, I'll go do this.
Did you drop out of college too to become in?
Dude, I dropped out of high school. Dude, senior year, I had 1 credit left, and they're like, no, you have to go the whole year. I was like, nah, fuck this. So I homeschooled 1 credit, got a diploma.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's just as good.
Yeah.
Might be better.
Dude, equally as good.
Yeah.
So did that, went to junior college. What was I? Did prereqs, went to school for audio engineering, did a bunch of cool shit. Had Johnny Lee Middleton, the bassist from Trans-Siberian Orchestra, was in my class.
That's cool.
And we built recording studios and worked in studios and did a bunch of fun stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to have fun anymore. I'm going to go be a medic. Because all my friends were medics. So Ryan Bickley, he's, I know he's a lieutenant, might be a captain.
And he told you to do this?
Dude. So if
he told you to do this, that's a hilarious joke.
No, man. That's the thing is you made it halfway there. In Florida, Pinellas County, fire medic is it. You have to be a fire medic.
Okay.
St. Pete Fire is the big one in Pinellas County, but there's so many different departments in there. They've got great retirement, great pay, great unions. Shout out unions, because unions are actually awesome.
Yeah. You're on thin ice, Buster.
Thin ice.
The podcast isn't going to be what gets you fired. It's all this union talk.
All the union jabber.
Unions. Yeah.
Dude, they were so good. The problem was I stopped, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to be in EMS. Dude, fire doesn't transport. They don't do, ALS, they come in, they high five. Transport was there like generally a handful of minutes right behind them, 5-10 minutes, something like that back then. And then they would high five, and then the other person, transport, would grab the patient, and fire would leave. So you're there for 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
That's basically what we do now.
Yes.
Except we're transport.
Except you get it down to a science, and you're like, 10 minutes. Everything is off scene in 10 minutes. I'm doing it in the truck. I'm not sitting here.
Yeah.
I hate this. Hold on. Let me sit here for 20 minutes and start an IV.
Yeah. That gets frustrating.
Get the fuck to a hospital.
Yeah. We could have already been at the hospital. If you need an IV that bad, drill them.
You could have already been shoveling your face full of crackers and shitty EMS room food.
You got to maintain that health. Yeah.
So, but yeah. So I stopped the audio engineering program. I was going to move to Boston. I wanted to move to Boston, go to Berklee College of Music.
Yeah, to hang out with Brian.
Oh yeah, Boston Brian.
Yeah.
No, he would have been a baby still.
He still is a baby.
Dude, he's over 10 years younger than me.
How old is he? Is he like 26?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he really?
Yeah, 38
He's
now.
like 5 years younger than I am.
I know. We're going to have him on the show, and it's going to be like talking to a completely different generation.
Well, I bridged that gap pretty well.
Yeah, well, when I tell him that when I first started, and I don't know if they still do, they issued you pagers.
I never had a pager.
Like, what is a fucking pager?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. You got your call information on the CAD, and then it got paged to your beeper. So you could look down at your beeper and be like, oh, yeah.
I don't think I was far off from that.
Yeah. Well, I was paper reports.
I've done
That's
lots
how
of
I
paper
started.
reports.
Yeah. The good days.
Yeah.
Where my narrative is what fits in this many lines.
Oh, yeah. I got called into the office and had to review a narrative with some made up title so he could make a bunch of money embezzling.
So he didn't have to be on the truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And it was for a nursing home patient that had a long bone fracture, radiologically confirmed, just being transported to the hospital. That good old call. Mm-hmm. And my narrative was like 4 lines.
Picked them up. They were fine.
Yeah, took them to the hospital.
No significant findings aside from what's on radiology. Vitals are stable.
Yeah.
High-fived.
Yep. I was an EMT, so my paramedic got written up, and I just got told to be better. That never happened.
No.
I'm still the same me.
You're like, am I getting fired for this? They're like, no. We're like, well, then it's not bad.
Yeah, they would look you right in the eyes, and they'd say, there are 10,000 people waiting outside that door to take your job, and then you could punch them in the face, and they'd be like, go get back on the truck.
Dude, back in the day when I started, there were. Dude, they could fire you. I mean, and you had people right behind you because college was pumping them out. And now it's like, dude, fucking no one.
Yeah.
No one.
I tell people straight up, don't get into EMS. Actually, you know what? Some of them are getting pretty awesome. Ours is pretty awesome.
Ours is pretty cool.
Yeah. Our fictional job where we don't work.
Our fiction, we have a fictional 911 job.
Daddy told us not to brand.
Yeah.
No.
of which we can't mention any names or anything like that, but it is a pretty sweet cush gig.
Someone's going to figure it out.
Oh yeah, for sure. They can literally look your name up on the internet.
But we're just not going to say, you know?
They're going to see a bunch of other shit with my name, but maybe they'll find my license.
Onlyfans.com/ Big D.
Feet's right here.
Oh, free feet.
Oh, free feet.
You better blur those. That's Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, you got to pay for the subscription for that one.
I got them big feet with them long toes too.
Dude, opposite.
You got them short feet?
I got them short. Dude, they just look like little pancakes with like little on the outside.
I intertwine my toes together like that.
Yeah, it's because you're retarded. You got them long toes.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
You have the extra knuckles in your toes.
I do.
You can go like this.
I do. I got an extra knuckle.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you dropped out of college-ish, and
Oh no, there was no ish about it. I straight up.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't drop
sucks.
out. I failed out.
oh,
Probably because I was going to the university. Community college.
Yep.
In my Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I was using a broom handle to prop the trunk open so I could smoke a blunt and sleep in the parking lot.
good days.
Yeah, and then go into history class blazed.
Now you just do that going to work. Seeing your little 4-door coupe with your little thing popped open, smoking bowls.
Yeah, that's correct.
Fictional bowls.
It's not actual marijuana though.
It's not. It's Delta 8.
No, it's not that either. It's just like
It's heroin.
crushed leaves from the floorboard.
Yeah.
I just want the feeling of the good old days smoking swag. You know, when it popped because you had seeds in it. You didn't care to take them out because you lost so much weight.
Yeah. You're like, this isn't an ounce. What is this?
So I thought when I went into EMS, I was going to move out to Colorado and I was going to do ski patrol.
Yeah.
And then
Fun shit.
because I am a master diver, I was going to go out to the California coast and I was going to do dive instruction or like guiding dives out on the coast all summer and just go back and forth and just be a beach bum for 6 months and then be a ski bum for 6 months. And I worked in EMS part-time for a year and then I flew out to Australia for a year.
What for?
What do you think? I was 21.
The accent?
Yeah, the accent. The cane toads.
Yeah.
Yeah, the delectable food.
Yes.
And then came back, worked for 3 more years. My employer and I both agreed that we didn't like each other, so I decided to become unemployed for 6 weeks. And then I came to my current employer, and it's dope.
Yeah.
Dude, it's great.
Yeah.
It was great, and it got greater, and then COVID, and greater, and then greater. And then we had our schedule changed to the 24/72s, which is, it's insane.
Yeah. We work 7 days a month, 8 days a month.
I think it's 7.6
Yes.
is the average.
Yep.
But
And then in compared to that, our fictional job's busiest truck runs 7 calls a shift.
in a month, I would say they probably run somewhere between like 180 to 210 calls in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is wild.
Yeah.
Because you go up north and
That's the front half.
yeah, that's the front half.
Yeah.
Our buddy Ravine was saying that he was on a slow truck and they were running 450 calls a month.
Yeah. There's still 10 calls.
Yeah, they're 15 calls a month, a day. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't care how good their benefits are.
No. Well, I mean, if you're young,
Yeah.
if you're young, go do that for a while if you want. Because I mean, when you're starting, someone like him, he's what, 21, 22, like early 20s, right?
Yeah, early 20s.
So 10 years of that, he's halfway through retirement. He's your age.
Yeah. He told me
he can suck it up 10 more years and then actually have a good pension.
He can suck it up. He said,
which shout out Ravim.
Yeah. What's up, Ravim?
Just got his medic.
Yeah. No, Ravim's a good guy.
No, he's good. Dude, yeah. They need him.
Ravim, tell your sister I said, what's up?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? I went to school with her. She's a nice girl.
She is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know her. I think, actually, I did. We saw her at the hospital the one time.
Oh, that's right. We did.
Yeah.
No. Oops.
Nope. Nope. No hospitals.
At the hospital. We saw her at a hospital.
At a hospital somewhere doing work.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Jesus. So close to having to start this over again.
No. It was just directions.
Yes. Yeah, how do we phrase this?
Phrase what?
If there's someone thinking of being an EMS, what would you tell them? Like a legitimate thing, like because everyone's like, oh, you should go do XYZ. Like the whole thing of like the one thing that's hard to hear too, like law enforcement, right?
Yeah.
They're like, you can just come in and start making money. And you're like, dude, you don't know the psychological and physical toll that you're about to undertake.
Yeah.
That's a fucking lot.
If someone's getting into EMS, the whole like trauma of it, that just comes with the nature of the job.
Yep.
If I was having a conversation with someone and it wasn't just a joke like, ha ha, run, do something else, the genuine question would be, what's your exit strategy for EMS? What are you going to do in 10 to 15 years when you're done getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning for someone whose arm fell asleep and they want to go to the hospital?
Yep. Like in Florida, dude, anyone in Florida, who's listening to this, they told me to do this and I was like, no, that's stupid. I would never do that. So if you're in Florida, you can go to I'll give them a free plug for the no one listening. St. Pete College. That's where I went to school. St. Pete College. They've got a really good RN program there. They put out they do a lot of a lot of good work. Like if you're going to be like, all right, yeah, we need quality people. It's not going to like South College or give me $50,000 fucking dollars and you'll get your RN. Like it's community college money and you'll learn some stuff. But in Florida, if you go get your RN and then you go spend 6 months and get your EMT, an RN with your EMT license can challenge the state medic test.
Yeah.
You're not a medic. You don't have to have any EMS experience. You don't even have to function as an EMT. But that's how they're getting nurse medic flight crews. So like when in my medic class, I had an RN who was a critical care RN, and she was going and getting her EMT. Actually, it was in my EMT class. Super fucking smart. She's like, yeah, I can take this for 6 months, and I'm going to go challenge the state test. And skipped a whole year of medic school. Yeah. So now you're an RN and you can actually go make real money and go also be a medic. And you can take them both anywhere. Yeah.
Our medics start making more than BSN start in the ER by,
we do now.
Like by $5,000. And we work the same amount. We work a few more hours.
Yeah, we work 42 hours a week on average.
Yeah, instead of 36.
Yeah.
And we only work 7 to 8 days a month instead of how many they work? 12 days a month?
Mm-hmm.
So we're working half the days, making the same amount of money.
Same amount of money, yeah.
And we're not running around busting our asses or anything.
I mean, we are, like, from the couch to refrigerator.
Dude, I get out of breath sometimes.
Dude, it's tough.
Just thinking about it.
Tough in the streets.
Yeah. That's why I keep all my chips just sitting on my crotch the entire shift. That way I can just
gotta get your exercise in.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Get your heart rate up. That's just because of your terrible cardiovascular state. My heart rate's all the way up.
Yeah, my heart rate's up because my pressure is going from
and all of the bang and zen.
Yeah.
Shout out our unofficial sponsors that they did not want to be a part of.
No, they don't want to be a part of this.
Well, you are now.
Well, Bang, maybe. I drank an entire Bang last shift, and then I fell asleep in the recliner.
And that's not good. That means you're back on the game. You're
so
back
bad.
in it. Yeah.
It's so bad.
All right.
Yeah.
I think the other thing too is if you're going to get in the EMS, figure out, well, one, don't get stuck doing the IFT stuff. Like if you need to get some like a foot in the door to be like, hey, I have X amount of experience and blah, blah, blah. You're going to go work like a convalescent or whatever. Okay, fine. That's whatever. Some places it's hard to get a job and go do it, get some experience, but do not, I swear to God, do not be the person that's like, yeah, I've got 10 years and 15 years of medic experience. And you're like, oh yeah, what'd you do?
Inter-facility transfers.
Like, dude, the best dialysis transfers.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I got booted when I first came here, when I moved here, that I was with, actually, she's going to be on the show. She's going to be on the show. Yeah.
Who that?
I don't know if she wants her name out.
Oh, we won't say her name then.
Oh yeah, but she's.
I know her.
Yes.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. C shift supervisor was like, hey, I know you're brand new, but there's a medic that's at our busy station. He doesn't feel comfortable. He's cleared. He didn't feel comfortable being at the busy station at the time.
Tough shit.
Which is where we were at before this last one.
That wasn't a busy station. Okay, continue.
Anyways, and I was like, well, why? And he's like, well, he's got experience. He's been a medic for, 3 or 4 years or whatever, but it's only been in convalescent. I'm like, fucking cut your teeth. And this isn't even cutting your teeth. You're going to run 8 calls. If that.
Our busiest shift out there was, I think, 8 calls and 4 transports.
Yeah.
It was 4 transports out of 8 calls.
Yeah.
I probably slept all night too.
Yeah, we slept most nights. Yeah, so they booted me with our ginger friend that you send pictures of donuts to in the middle of the night.
He loves the donuts.
Yeah, he loves them.
He calls me a pervert, but he likes it.
A little doughy pervert.
I know. He's so pretty. What's up?
And they booted me to him. He was also new at the time. Like I think he had only gotten his EMT like maybe 4 or 6 months beforehand. Mm-hmm. And they were like, normally we only put experienced people at our busy station, but you've done this for almost 10 years at a time, and can you go here? I'm like, yeah, sure. This kid doesn't feel comfortable, whatever. And they were moving him up to where we are stationed now.
Okay.
With her. And this station is slow. Like 2 calls, 3 calls in a 24-hour period.
Well, that's a busy truck where we are.
Yeah. That's an average truck. Yeah.
Our last statistics, I think the busiest truck was 5 calls in 24 hours?
Yeah. But so anyways, I go here, we switch, and the exact same, it was after the exact first shift in, he quit and went back to his old IFT job. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
So not only did he make me switch to at the time, the busier station, which it still really wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. He took me away from a good partner and a slow station.
Yeah.
And then just fucked me. If I find out, I swear to God, if I ever find out who you are, I'll fucking, I can't say it because we'll get taken off the internets.
No, we won't.
Swear to
Have
God.
you seen the stuff on the internet?
Oh yeah, but
yeah.
Anyways, I have to work on the censoring some certain things because that would have been pretty. They'd be like, hey, yeah, that's got to come off. You can't say that word. But anyways, yeah, honestly, I'd say like if you're gonna do it, go get your EMT and go be in it for a year. Wallow in it, and if you're like, oh, I can do this, then do it.
Yeah.
Or if you do it and then be like, yeah, I want to do this, and then I want to go to like a big department that's got good benefits, pensions, and all this other stuff. I'm going to get in there. But don't do what I did and be like, I'm going to commit. Because, dude, my medic program was 2 years.
That's a long medic program.
Long fucking time. It was 4 semesters. It was a summer semester, fall, spring, summer.
Why so long?
Dude, I don't know. 4 semesters, and then before that was EMT, which was 6 months. So that's, it's not 2 years, right? So it's really like 15 months, something like that. So that, and then EMT and paramedic was 2 years. And then your prereqs just to get into EMT school was 2 semesters.
Yeah.
So just to get my medic was almost 3 years. Like looking at my credit hours, I had like over 100 and something, like almost a bachelor's degree. And I didn't even get a 2-year degree.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
That's
we
insane.
could dive into that later.
Yeah.
Like how about these colleges get their shit together? Like the one thing I hate so much is they're like, you don't get the education and blah, blah, blah. These people have bachelor's degrees. And I'm like, I have a fucking bachelor's degree. I'm like, I had to do a couple classes after to get my actual 2-year degree in, it's an AS in emergency medical services.
Yeah.
And I think
I have the same.
And I think at that point I had, I remember looking at it and saying, I have 1 full semester and then like a partial semester, like 1.5 semesters left to a normal bachelor's degree. I had like 106, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was dumb.
Yeah. I came out of paramedic school with like 96 credit hours.
Yeah.
Which is
insane.
It's 24 credit hours short
of a bachelor's.
Yeah. And you know what they told me was that the paramedic doesn't count towards anything.
Yeah.
Like it's basically valueless. And
Correct.
Those are 2 16-hour courses.
Yep. And so by the time you're done, again, don't commit so much time to doing something that you don't like. Figure it out. But before you dive all the way into the insanity.
Yeah.
If you just want to go in and be like, oh, this is fun to see some crazy shit, go get your EMT and hop in and do some crazy shit and then be like, oh, I got a year of crazy shit. I'm going to go be an accountant and make real money.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to do something worth my time.
Just like nursing. I mean, and you can even see that now with the big uptick in post-COVID contract pay. You can see the nurses that were like, oh, you're getting paid $150 fucking dollars an hour to go be a nurse? I could be a nurse for $150 an hour. And now that those contracts are kind of dwindling out and travel nurses traveling is still there, but, and I mean, there's obviously always traveling nurse contracts, but like,
right.
Now you have these nurses that are like, ew.
Yeah.
I make $28 an hour.
Yeah.
This sucks.
No overtime.
And dude, now you're stuck in a career that you were literally only doing for cash.
Yeah. Not only do you only make $28 an hour, if you're in the ER, you're probably pumping through like a dozen patients in a 12-hour shift, which is all the documentation and care.
You got 4 rooms. I'd say even more. 4 rooms, 4 hours.
Yeah. I mean, if you cycle through all your rooms 3 times.
Yeah.
You're probably, give or take a dozen patients.
Yeah, about a dozen, yeah, I guess.
And if you're on the floor, you're probably always short-staffed. So you got at least 6 patients.
You got 6 rooms. 6 rooms, and then you're sharing a tech between, that tech has 24 fucking rooms.
Yeah. You're busted.
And you have 3 other nurses that are like, go get my vitals. And that seems easy to do. Be like, yeah, just go get my vitals. Well, yeah. Vitals on 24 people. And if you're Q2 vitals, 24 people plus putting them into the computer and stuff like that. I mean, that's your whole day.
Yeah. Med pass, bath, vitals, assessment. And
No
it's
way.
like, oh, 1 patient, that's not a lot to do. But in 12 hours with 6 patients, you only have 2 hours per patient.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot of time.
Bananas.
Yeah. That goes by real quick.
Yeah.
It took me probably 30, 40 minutes to clean all the diarrhea off that one lady. And that's just 1 patient.
That's just 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took a while to set up the pressure washer and take her to the decon room.
Well, her feet had rotted off, so she couldn't walk.
Oh.
So just in bed.
That does remind me. I got a solid gangrene story.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. We'll talk about that one another time, but that'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's about 35 minutes, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a bad career.
No.
If you pick it right. You have to pick where you're going to go, and you have to ensure that you have plenty of hobbies outside of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, dude.
It's perfect.
Jiu-jitsu is perfect.
Yes.
Shout out Clay.
No, that like triangulates our location. Triangulates our location. Shh. Don't talk about that.
Dude.
Clay's a G. He wants to hear this. What's up, Clay?
What up, Clay? You. What up, Ray?
What's up, Ray?
It's always fun.
Not Blake. Blake's a jerk. He poked my eye.
He's a nurse.
He is a nurse.
He's a nurse, dude. Imagine being a shitty patient to Blake. Be like, you know what? Fuck you. And then he just fucking snaps you down through the bed into the next floor below.
Some old lady pulled his bicep the other day.
Yeah. And did he arm drag her and then take her back and then fucking...
He can't finish a rear naked choke.
Ooh.
Anaconda, maybe, but he can't finish a rear naked.
So on the next episode, we're going to have Blake in here, and it's going to get real spicy on that table.
Oh, no. I'm going to see him tonight. Dude, I'm going to tell him to his face.
He needs to come in here.
He should.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that is the first episode. These are going to be going up on YouTube, and we're going to be making like Instagram stuffs. And dude, tell us some stories and let us know what you guys want to hear.
You want me to tell you a story?
No, all of the those people. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Amy and Clay for the first like 15 minutes until he's like, this is boring.
You guys are dumb.
Well, don't worry. This will only get probably less worse. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's like learning to be a paramedic. This is our first day on the truck.
Yeah. Every day's my first day on the truck.
The Dunning-Kruger, where you think you know what you're doing, and then you're like, oops.
Yeah. I've listened to a lot of podcasts, and all of them are boring. Most of them are boring.
A lot of them can be.
Yeah.
It just has to be fun topics.
Radio Lab's great.
Yeah.
But they talk like this.
And put you to sleep.
No, Jad Abumrad talks about some awesome stories. But we're not that cool. So
no. But all right, cool. Well, that's it. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.